Hey everybody, it's Elizabeth and welcome back. Thank you for being here today. So I thought I'd kind of bring you guys along on just like what I'm doing today. Reason being, I did not upload a video on Wednesday because life has just been crazy busy and I'm not working on anything in the garden or anything around the house because since we finished the dining room, it's been like this nice reprieve of like, man, that's nice. But there's some other things kind of not related to that I wanted to share with you guys. One is I rearranged my office space because I actually do a lot of Zoom meetings for work. So like my desk camera would be like up here. You actually can't see, that's like Maple's toys on the floor. You actually can't see like any of this through my web camera. Because my desk used to actually face this window here, and so what everybody would see in video calls was like our bed. And the lighting is great here in the window. Look at that. That's so nice. But I did not like that. And even when I use like Zoom filters, for some reason, like part of the bed would not like accept the filter. And so you would still see like this orange circle. Very annoying. So I moved my desk and now we're here. And this is my background, which makes me feel a lot better because you can also see my pretty lamp back there. And so that's really fun. But anyway, so work-wise, I'm really busy. So I did recently lose a couple of clients, which is always sad. Sometimes, I try to look at it as like, everything happens for a reason and just trust and go with the flow. Sometimes it's people like our personalities aren't compatible. It's not a professional thing and it's just easier. I know 100% it's easier to work with someone that you like just really get along with. And so sometimes I even like let go of clients for that reason because I just want my life to be easier. So anyways, so that was kind of like a financial hit. So I'm busy looking for new clients. And I've also, even previous to that, was in the process of kind of expanding my team. In case you're new here, I own an accounting firm and I'm a bookkeeper and I specialize in forensic accounting and I do like full charge bookkeeping and I do all the things. Anyway, so I currently have one bookkeeper that works for me. She works with me. She's amazing. She's been with me for a while. Once upon a time, I had a team of 4 and they were all part-time. They had different skill sets and levels that I had hired them for. And those other people were all family. So eventually I got out of that because I realized that it's just, I don't recommend working with family I just don't. Okay. So anyways, and one of those was like my kid. So, he was trying to learn bookkeeping and I wanted him to like learn a new skill set and stuff, but just, I ended up realizing it was a lot easier for me, trust-wise, to hire someone who has the skills I need rather than taking so much time to train my son to do something that he did not like in the first place. Because accounting is very specific. People either hate it or they love it. Most people hate it. So you have to find people who actually love it like I do. Anyway, so I am hiring a CPA, which is an actual certified public accountant. It's someone who has a bachelor's or a master's degree, and they're certified through the government. Like they have a license. They've been certified to practice. And usually they either, most of them specialize in taxes or not. And so I am looking to bring someone on our team who specializes in taxes to utilize the best tax benefits for all of our small business owners and help them just really, like basically I've learned enough about taxes over the years to know that there's so much more I don't know. And I want my clients to be like in the absolute best financial position. And I want that advice for myself too. So I'm hiring someone to come on to not only consult with me, but with all of our clients. And so I'm really excited about that. I mentioned that because I posted a job on Upwork, which is a freelance website. And it's actually where I find a lot of clients. And I highly recommend Upwork. I actually wrote a book one time about how to start a freelance career. And then I never pushed it. So it's like, never sold many copies, and that's something in the back of my mind I'm always thinking about. Maybe I should revamp that and and put that back out, because now my life is proof that all that advice works, because I ended up you know, gradually getting to like having a 6-figure income starting from freelancing. So may do that in the future. But anyway, so I posted a job on there. I've got 8 interviews and 4 of those are today. And so I'm just kind of getting ready in that mindset of interviewing CPA. So I'm really excited. And I've been watching like more vlog channels recently, which is not usually my style. I typically just watch or listen to educational things on YouTube while I work, or audiobooks. But this one channel is like a DIY channel that I love, but they also have a vlog channel. So anyways, it just kind of had me thinking about bringing you guys along. Also wanted to mention, I probably not often showed you this window here in our bedroom that my desk used to face, because when this addition was put on, probably 6 years ago, like our bedroom, laundry room, all of that was the second addition put on this house. This window was not trimmed out, okay? So because my husband, they hired someone to come in and do this, and then some of the finish work they left undone because my husband was just going to finish it. So when that happened and they wanted to move into this room, my husband did like all the drywall and the painting and stuff like that, and like baseboards and everything. And they just like put a curtain over this window and then pretty much just forgot about it for years and years and years. And I love curtains, but I love them to be open during the day because I love letting light in. So pretty much as soon as I moved into this house when we got married, I've wanted this window to be done because whether the window is pretty or not, curtains are open. So we took the curtains that were here down when we moved back in because I got a different set. And so it's just had blinds on it. And so anyways, my husband went through the other day and he did the trim on the inside finally. So he finished out the window casing and he did the trim on the outside. It looks so much better. Look at that. It is so cute. Which, like, who gets excited about a window? But, you know, I am excited about it because it's just not been done for a long time. And you might have seen in videos when I film the kitchen garden, which is right outside this window, that I often don't show this window very much. And that's because the trim on the outside also was not done. And he did that. He did that yesterday. So I've not even been outside to look at it because I've been so busy with work. But it looks great from in here, so I'm really excited. But anyways, so I thought I would just bring you guys along today to see what I feel like filming, and then we'll just kind of see where this video goes together. If you know, have any questions about my business or what I do or about bookkeeping, whatever, feel free to ask. I find it pretty interesting that a lot of people don't know what a bookkeeper is. Like, they think it has to do with books. Which, I'm not knocking it. If you don't know, you just don't know. But it's not about books. It's about financial books, which means financial records. So anyway, so pretty fun. And I feel like someday I would love to do like a sort of motivational video. I've got wax or something over here on my desk. I'm trying to scratch it off. Some sort of video about where I came from and how I got here. Because when people like hear my story, they're like, wow, that's insane. And sometimes when I stop and think about it, I agree. It is. But my story has turned out the way that it did with my career and financially because I work my butt off. So definitely workaholic. But anyway, so I'm going to get ready for these interviews coming up. I'm really excited, and I'm feeling better about any and all Zoom calls since I moved my desk like this, because it just looks so much cuter. You know, I love the fake plant. I love my gold chair. So cute. And then they can't see this junk. Look at that. Look at all that junk. Anyways, I'm going to be dealing with that soon because our bedroom makeover is the next video I'm starting. And the next project I'm starting. So I'm really looking forward to that. I don't know when that'll be, but it's happening. So I just finished 2 of the CPA interviews and they went really well. I like it when you interview someone and like they're nice and they're great, but you have like immediate clarity over whether they will work for you or not, you know? And so that's nice. So one I don't think will work. pretty sure, and the other one is kind of like a maybe. So I was just checking out my schedule with all of the upcoming ones, and it looks like for the whole next week I've got 6 or 7 more interviews, and then I'm interviewing for a marketing person as well, which I've not started scheduling those yet. So anyways, that'll be soon, and that's fun, and I'm glad to have like this part over with. And I just want to tell you, my gardening friends, oh my gosh, my willow tree looks so sad. I just wanted to tell you that as I sit here with this window right beside me all the time, I'm constantly looking outside like wishing I was in my garden. So much to do. Anyways, I guess I really need to water some stuff, so I think I'm going to pop out there for a minute now before I get engrossed in any other work stuff. You know how some people work from home and they like wear their pajamas all the time? That's not me. I get up and I get dressed every day. The napping princess. Do you want to go outside? No? Do you want to just keep sleeping? You're so cute. You are so cute. Oh, yeah. You ready? All right. She always goes in her kennel home for my meetings, because she is such a good girl, and she will be quiet and happy in her kennel. I gotta show you this, this hydrangea that's outside my back door here has never flowered. I've had it for 3 years. I have 2 of them. So I guess it's a variety that blooms on old wood. But look at that. It's weird. It's on a limb that's like laying on the ground. But it's lovely. This is 2 of them here. She's ready for some sun because she's been napping. The pool is looking great. I wish I was in it. This last storm that we had, which is probably over a week ago now, we had a ton of leaves and sticks end up in it. Look at that sunflower over there. So cute. So that sunflower that's blooming is a branching variety. So it actually has 3 open heads on it right now. My watch is vibrating to tell me good job for getting up and moving around, because I've been sitting for so long, which is nice. Just so that you know that I'm flawed, I've not weeded this part by this canna yet. Isn't that funny? And look, I guess it's, I don't know if it's grasshoppers or what, but something is eating the tar out of these, the ornamental sweet potato vines. So we've got one. What was that on my foot? Oh my god, I think it was a grasshopper. Gross. So we've got one little guy down here getting eaten up. That's pretty. The bigger one's facing the other way. You're facing the wrong way, buddy. Oh, and these guys are starting to get heads on them. That's fun. I love branching varieties because of this. See, it's going to shoot out another little arm here or there. There's one there. And they'll just have multiple all over with blooms. Alright, so I'm just going to walk over to the kitchen garden and I guess just water some stuff. It is midday, but I think the only thing that I'm really concerned about are containers, because we've had enough rain recently. Oh, got a package on the porch. Wow, this sedum looks like broccoli heads. Look at this. This one here started turning just recently. So beautiful. This sedum, it's in the succulent family. I didn't know it even got this big. Look how big that is. But it's perfect because, oh, look at this. Volunteer tomato. Really, buddy? It's a whole lot of tomato. Random. I hadn't even noticed that before. I guess it's grown a lot in the last few days. But anyways, this, what is this called? This hosta right here has always been right here. So there's just always been a gap. And several years in a row I've done like annuals here. And last year I put in this sedum and it's just filling out this space so perfectly. This variety is it's called like an autumn blaze or autumn something. And so usually the flowers on it, when it does actually flower, are like a orange, a range of different orange tones. This one is looking pink so far, but anyways, looking good. Monstera and the other plants up there on the porch are doing good. This guy, I'm probably going to trim this. I really just wanted this to kind of like hang over, and now it's hanging over and growing out like numerous feet. And then just so you guys know, I've actually not done a garden tour in probably like over a week. Wow, I've got some stuff wilting down right now. I don't know what the temperature is, but what I was saying about watering is that it's rained like every other day the last little bit, and then the last 2 or 3 days it's just been like, it only got up to like 85, which was such a nice, wonderful break. So I didn't feel like stuff really needed to be watered, and a lot of what I could see from my office window was doing just fine. But now I'm seeing some wilting. Got some tomatoes in there. This arch you can't hardly even walk through anymore. Like, to get through it, I've got to come all the way down here. Oh my goodness, it's finally grown over enough that you can actually see cucumbers hanging down. Look at that. That is so fun. And it's so much cooler under here. There's one. Those are perfect sizes. I need to grab those for my husband. Wow. I've never ever seen cucumber vines get this big. Not ever. That's magical. So we're just gonna like check on some stuff really quick, and then I'll water things. But look at this. This is a melon vine, and it is really growing well. It's got some arms over here that are growing down instead of up, so I'm just trying to adjust that. Oh my goodness, you guys, I just saw it with you for the first time. That's my first Kajari melon. Oh my goodness. Look, and here's another one. Love that. How fun. So fun. It's been doing so well with its growth. I've been wondering when I would start seeing the melons. That is so fun. And then over here on this side, we've got these tomatoes going crazy, growing up. Need to trellis them some more. See if we've got more tomatoes. Oh my goodness. Look, I cannot believe this. Oh my gosh, look. This is my Chinese noodle bean. Right here. Look at this guy. Going up, going up, going up. He's made it all the way up here. This one plant. He's made it all the way up here. And look at this tomato all the way up here. Wow. Let's see, there's a second one. Here's the second Chinese noodle bean. So they're just kind of intertwined, growing up this together. That is so fun. Here's another one. Here's the other Chinese noodle bean. Where is he growing? Oh, he found the trellis here. Oh, and now he's growing up the tomato. Look at that. How fun. Oh my goodness. So much is changing. All right, so we had another, looks like another huge insect attack on this. Okay, we got water leaking over here. What's this from? Somebody left something on. Yep. All right. But look at this. That is awful. So awful. I need to be better about netting everything. Not everything, but everything in the brassica family. Wow. Those tomatoes are growing. And then I've been keeping an eye on these containers from the window, and the purple fountain grass is kind of making a rebound. This guy is very dry. Just keep telling myself I'll get them in the ground really soon. And all these containers over here I can see from the office window, and they look good, so I've not been worried about them. But this is what I just noticed a bit ago. Like, these containers even look really good. Is this. My wisteria. It has no leaves on the top part. That's dry. That's dry. That's dry. Buddy, that's still good. It just only has leaves on this one little piece. It's pretty dry. This is what the watermelon looks like. Which, now that we've got potatoes growing again, I guess I should just put this guy back in here. So I guess in general, I'm just kind of, I need to water some of the containers. That's probably it. Everything else is actually thriving. I may water everything this evening. Like, literally everything. Yeah. So this is why I love a kitchen garden, because everything I just brought in from the kitchen garden was 2 cucumbers that are perfect and ready, and then like 4 jalapenos that had turned red. Everything else on the counter here, specifically right here, came out of the in-ground garden in the last couple of days. And then these peppers here, these are all from the kitchen garden. I got some avocados from the store. So what I love about a kitchen garden is because they're typically small, because they're really close to your house. You're usually limited on how much you can grow there. So what you're harvesting is way less compared to an in-ground garden, especially a large one like we have. So the things that we're getting out of the kitchen garden come this time of year is like, you know, 2 or 3 things from a handful of plants every day, if you check it every day. And so that's wonderful. And it's just something that you can just use. You just eat or use in a meal like that day or the next day. Everything out of the summer garden has to actually be processed, frozen, canned, whatever. You guys have not canned a single thing this year, except my husband's made some quick pickles a few different times. And he was making them in like smaller jars, and then him and his girls would eat them like so fast that he got one of our like half-gallon jars and made some quick pickles like this like a week ago. And him and his girls will eat all of this in a weekend. So that's what we've started doing, just like in the last couple of weeks, is making a big old jar like that of refrigerator pickles that can just be easily thrown together and eaten like within the next day. You want them to sit in that juice, you know, at least overnight, but then they're like ready to eat, and they love them. I don't eat a single cucumber on nothing. But anyways, I'm loving this little haul that we have on the kitchen counter, and we've actually given away a ton of zucchini this year, as well as cucumbers and yellow squash, because we are growing the cucumbers in 2 places, and yellow squash is always just an insane producer, and we ended up having like 10 plants, which we don't need. So we fry it as much as possible. We'll also slice it up and put it in like a baked dish that we do on the grill. But when we've got just way too many, we just give them to family and friends. And I've not used a single zucchini. Well, I scratch that. We have used some zucchini for fresh eating that we slice up and we put in that same baked dish with the yellow squash, with potatoes. We love that on the grill, so we do that at least once a week. But what I've really been looking forward to doing was shredding some zucchini to make some zucchini bread, or like banana bread, chocolate bread, whatever. We love that, and I had recently heard that you could... I thought, you know, I've got all these zucchinis. Look how good that looks up there now that we've got it done. I love that. Anyways, I thought, okay, so we've got all this stuff, all these zucchini. Is there a way for me to temporarily preserve it now to use it later for zucchini bread? And I thought maybe I could shred the zucchini and freeze it. But as with most vegetables, you're going to it's really watery. So that's not a great method for then trying to use in specifically bread. But what someone told me is that I could make a bunch of zucchini bread loaves, like even like mini loaves, and just completely make them, cook them, and then put them in that freezer Silamil stuff and stick the bread in the freezer and then just, you know, warm that when we want to eat it. And I thought, that's great. So that would be like a half a day probably in the kitchen prepping and putting things in the freezer. But I think I'm going to do that really, really soon. I've just been spending so much time on house projects on the weekends that I've not had like a good preserving day. But every single tomato we've grown this year that we've not eaten fresh, you guys, I've put them in Ziploc bags. And we now have our inside house freezer full of tomatoes, our outside freezer half full of tomatoes, and then one of our other freezers was half full of tomatoes from last year's garden that they kind of, it was a little bit of the last of the harvest that came in like October, November, and they just weren't coming in often enough together to actually have a canning session, so I saved those all. So I'm going to have a big tomato canning day really, really soon. I need to actually put that on my calendar so I'll make time for it, because I honestly just keep forgetting, but I need to get that done. I'm also vehicle shopping. Has nothing to do with what I was talking about, except I just saw a shiny, pretty black truck driving down our little dirt road, and it just reminded me that, you know, the cars I'm looking at, I went and test drove one the other day just because I'd never driven what I'm looking at before. And what I'm looking at is an Audi Q7. But what I test drove was a Q5 because I didn't realize I was test driving a Q5. They're very, very similar. The Q5 is just a little smaller. And I really, really loved it. So, but it was black, and I refused to buy a black vehicle even though they look sweet. We live on a dirt road, so it would never look clean. But I'm also kind of tired of the white. I love white vehicles, but I've had white vehicles for a while now, and yep, they never look really, really dirty, and that's wonderful, but I'm just kind of ready for a change. And so that's going to be a gift to myself, congratulating myself on my career successes in upgrading my ride and downsizing, because my Ford Expedition we bought because we had 5 of 7 kids still at home, and if we ever went anywhere with all of our kids, we had to take 2 vehicles. So I bought the Expedition because it seats 7, and it was wonderful, and it's worked out really, really well. Well, since then we've had 2 older kids who are no longer at home. We have another older kid who is still at home but works and often doesn't go everywhere with us. So we have 2 to 3 kids with us most of the time. So that's what I'm thinking of, because 90% of the time when I drive my truck, you guys, I'm alone. It's just me. It's just me going back and forth to town getting 16 miles per gallon. So I'm ready to get something smaller that will get, you know, 26, 28 plus miles per gallon. And then, but we'll still fit 3 of our kids. That's really our biggest, my biggest concern. Because when the 4 youngest do want to go somewhere with us, since it's more than likely going to be so rare, we'll just take 2 vehicles. No big deal. Anyway, so that's what's up. So I'm hoping to find one that I love in the next couple of weeks, and we'll see how that goes. And anyways, I think I'm going to leave you here. I've got some packages on the porch I need to open. I don't remember what they are from, but hopefully soon our next videos will be about either starting the master bedroom makeover, maybe canning tomatoes, maybe an Amazon review, because I've lived with the different like organizing things that I bought on Amazon for the kitchen long enough now that I have concluded which ones I love and which ones I hate. And there actually is one that I hate, and you'll probably be surprised which one it is, because I still have it in my kitchen. But so anyway, so I thought I would do like a short little kind of like Amazon kitchen organization review video to share my thoughts, because one of the items, 2 really, I love so much. I literally tell people about them, and my husband's like, wow, you're such a nerd. But like, come on now, if it works, looks good, it's efficient, does what it's supposed to do, man, it just makes your life easier. So anyways, so I'm gonna let you guys go for today. I hope that you have enjoyed stopping by, kind of a glimpse into my work life and my midday musings, running outside to check on the garden and what's going on there. What is that? Maple. She got a bloomin' onion in her bark box. Oh no, are there so many? And that's a shrimp? Did you get a shrimp? Oh yeah. Is that fun? Oh, there's another shrimp. You want a bloomin' onion? I like them too. So good. Yummy. Okay, so just kidding, that wasn't the end. I forgot to mention something that I thought to share with you guys this morning, and then I just forgot all about it. Talking about work stuff. But anyways, I wanted to share some news with you guys who I've mentioned this before and you're kind of following along. And that is that I am having a tummy tuck and thigh lift this year. It has been scheduled for December. It is official, and I'm beyond excited. I personally have wanted this for probably 20 years, and I've been on a weight loss and self-discovery journey for 13 years now. And I pretty much want it every year. And even if I've gained a little weight that year or lost a little weight, it doesn't matter. From gaining so much weight with my second pregnancy and then taking forever to lose that, I have a lot of skin I want dealt with. And like, I don't hate it. It's a part of me, but I'm just done with it being with me. And my doctor says I'm a perfect candidate, and I'm really, really excited. The healing after is going to be very intense. And so I've got several months to prepare myself and my business for me being like not a part of it for at least a week, if not 2. And so I'm really excited about that coming up. And I don't know if I'll be sharing videos of the process. I more than likely will share like a pre-op and post-op all the way up to like a month out, all in one video all at once, more than likely. So yeah. So anyways, if you're interested to see what that journey is going to be like, comment below and let me know. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Mwah.